If you build a house without a foundation, it's going to fall down. Alright, welcome along to a swift little vlog today. What we're going to do is, we're going to try, and I do mean try, to see how far I can push the back. And when I say push the back, I'm not going to do anything drastic with it, but I'm going to do more with it than what I've done in the better part of 2 months at this point, maybe more actually. So right now I'm covered for the rest of this week off work, so today and tomorrow we'll hit the weekend, and then we've got a full week before I'm due to go back, and so I'm going to attempt to aim for that. But right now the best thing I can do is to try and see what I can do with this on a light scale, and we'll just take it from there. So really one of the only things that I'm going to be concentrating on is getting onto this bad boy. This is a swivel-based stepper, and it has these resistance cords on it, so it's very good for working that core. And of course with the resistance cords you're putting a little bit of pressure into the back, and as you're doing the swivel base you're getting the stretch and the muscles of the back. Having said that, my problem lies in the spine itself with a dodgy disc. So not really a muscular thing, but whenever you let yourself, I've found in the past I've made the mistake, the very first time I did this, I just stopped dead. I just stopped doing everything from the waist up for years at a time, and a guy actually said to me one night, I can't recall where we were at, what the setting was, but, and I brought this up whenever it was the gym as well, whenever I came in there people were commenting on how strong I am in the legs, like really good leg muscles, but everything from the waist up is terrible, stomach, the whole works. And I was just thinking, yeah, there's a guy one time actually referred to me as a rugby player from the waist down and Jabba the Hutt from the waist up, so I'm not making that mistake again. I've took 2 months out from doing pretty much anything, but right now what I need to do is try to force that little bit of exercise in there, because if you let it go eventually you're just never going to get it back. So let's see how we get on with this. Alright, so whenever you're starting this stuff out at the beginning, you want to take it easy. You don't want to be in there hardcore. That's the thing, you know, anybody that's going to see this video whenever it goes up that I work with is going to be like, if you're able to do something like that, you'll be able to come back to your work. Not necessarily true, at least in an environment like this here. You can time yourself, you can set yourself a limit of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it may be. I don't even know how sore this is going to be until I try it, but whenever you're in the workplace and you're set up in something, you're stuck there for like 3 or more hours before you get a break. At least whenever you're trying to break yourself back in, you can limit yourself and take all the breaks you need. So yeah, this will be the tester to see if we can get back to working on the stomach, because that's getting out of control at the moment. Alright, so what you want to do is engage the core muscles, hold them as tight as you can, then just start nice and easy, like you've got the swivel base going here, so you're getting that turn at the base of the back, nice and easy. Now at those turns, whenever I come to this side, I'm not too bad. Whenever I'm at that side, I'm feeling it right across there, nasty. So bring the arms onto it, and the great thing with this stepper is you get that upper body in there as well, so you want to make sure you're going, I like to go with the uppercut each time. Gives you a nice little, now right now that's barely a walking pace, and I think that's about as far as I can go as far as speed goes. So yeah, like a brisk walk at this sort of thing doesn't even seem to be an option at the moment. But you see that again coming to this side, like this is how the twist actually works. Whenever I'm not using my arms, whenever the left leg comes up, I'm feeling it there. Actually kind on both at the moment. But whenever I'm doing it, right leg up, and the uppercut thing here with the cord, and these are very light, by the way, that's in fire right now. So, not even a brisk walk, nice and slow to get started off. Keeping the core tight as you can. Yeah, I'm going to try and set like 4 or 5 minutes at a time here. Then we'll take a break and we'll maybe come back to it later. So I successfully got through like almost 5 minutes. Like I gave up after the 4:47, I think the timer was at, but it was very close. But I'm just thinking to myself, you know, I was doing a little bit there whenever I was setting up for that, you know, doing that last recording. So I'm actually thinking to myself, I went over the 5, but not uninterrupted. But I didn't get beyond that speed. This back injury is just insane. It's crazy. Whenever you've got an injury like this here, it just flares up every once in a while, and it really does knock you for 6 whenever it's really, really bad. But I am determined not to end up being one of these people that you see in later life that are, you know, just, you know, they need to walk and stick. You know, it's probably going to happen. You know, there's a very, very high risk that, and the doctors told me that's what originally got me into doing as much exercise as I could at the very beginning. And you do slip up from time to time, the injury will flare up. It is what it is. You just have to deal with it and go on. But there is a real possibility in my future of ending up in a wheelchair in my retirement years. Very, very big possibility. But they did also say if you're proactive enough, you might be able to stave that off if you can. So I'm determined right now not to end up being, you see this all the time, people in their 40s and 50s, like even at work, you see it in people that have injured themselves over the years and they've ended up with permanent limps and, you know, having to use a walking stick and whatnot. I'm determined, as much as I can put myself through the pain to stay away from it, I'm going to try to do it. But it's going to be it's going to be a long, long process and getting back in order. It is what it is. What you've seen in that setup there, me taking it not even that walking pace, you know, you're going to have someone somewhere saying you're never going to get in shape whenever you're going at that rate. And you're quite correct, but you do need to. If you build a house without a foundation, it's going to fall down. Right now, I'm in the foundation stage of getting myself back in shape. So I'm just taking myself as far as I can physically take the body right now. I did that little 5-minute set there, and I actually took like a 15-minute break before I actually recorded this part of the video. So it did knacker me. And you know, I was with a personal trainer for a couple of years there. I was doing fantastic. That, at my peak physical level, shouldn't even have fizzed on me, but it was insanely sore there to keep at it. So try to avoid the painkillers as normal. I'm going to try and do that at least 2 to 3 times a day now until I get back to work. Because again, I don't want to be one of these people that are just done before their time, let's just say. Yeah, just try and keep the spirit and a positive mindset and keep at it here. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow night, 8 PM, all been well, for the next upload.